Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, we are going to be comparing two coats from Aritzia which are almost similar but not quite, and we'll see which one is worth it, if any. Weather over here is getting quite chilly, and that is why I was looking to buy a coat for myself, and Aritzia is one of my favorite places when it comes to buying good quality coats. But unfortunately, I do not have Aritzia store nearby where I live, so the only way to try them on is by buying it online. Now when it comes to coats, Aritzia carries a good collection of coats, and I cannot just buy every single coat and see which one works for me. So I ended up getting two coats, and they are kind of my top favorite coats from the rest of them. And in today's video, I will be, reviewing both of them. So here I have two coats. One is the only new coat as well as the only slouch coat. So today I'm going to be talking about both of the coats individually, and then at the end of the video, what we will be doing is I will keep both of the coats side by side, and then we'll just, see what exact differences there are and which one is actually worth buying. And for your reference, I am 5 feet 2 inches tall. That means I'm kind of petite, and I usually wear size medium throughout. Okay, so let's move on to the first coat, that is the only new coat. And yes, one more thing, this time I did not go with black color because I have already made a video about black coat comparison recently. I will leave the link somewhere up here and also in the description box below, so you can watch them after this one. And also this time I really wanted a different color but still staying in the same color palette. So the color of this coat is burnt cedar. It's more on the brown side. So it is an oversized wool cashmere coat, and maybe because of its oversized nature, I really had to size down. I got it in medium initially, but that was really huge on me, so I had to get it in size small. It's a long wool coat, and personally for me, it's kind of a full length coat, which I kind of like. I do not have a problem with that. And also it has drop shoulders and label design with 2 pockets in the front. It is also a single breasted coat, which means it only has one single button in the front, and also it has pockets on the interior side of the coat as well, which is great because I do love when coats add an extra pocket inside, because during winter when it's really cold, we usually use our outer pockets as kind of a warmer, and for that reason I really want our cell phones or our wallets to be safely kept inside our coat, so that there's very less possibility for us dropping that. Now the best thing about this coat is that the sleeve of this coat is not crazy long. I do understand it's size small, but I have experienced in the past that whenever you get a similar size, the sleeve of the coat is really long, and you have to mandatorily alter the size of the sleeve, or you have to fold them up, either or. You cannot just leave it as it is. So the sleeve length of this coat is really perfect. It's a bit long, but not crazy long that I have to alter them or fold them up. So the coat cost around 350 Canadian dollar, and it consists of 10% cashmere and 78% wool. And one more thing to keep in mind is that their wool is certified to the responsible wool standard, and also they have an ultra thin vegan chamois lining to protect from wind and cold without adding any bulk. So if you look at the overall coat, it doesn't look that bulky, but it also is engineered to protect you up to -10 degrees Celsius or 14 degrees Fahrenheit. And I have had coats from Aritzia in the past, and let me tell you, when they say that they are going to protect you up to the certain extent of the temperature, they actually do. Obviously with proper layering and everything, but you do not really have to bulk up and look like a Michelin star or something. No, you do not have to worry about that. Now let's move on to the next coat, that is the slouch new coat. So it is a relaxed double-breasted wool coat, and it costs around 398 Canadian dollar, which is a lot. Now as I said before, I'm usually size medium throughout the clothing line, which means when it comes to blazers or outerwear, I really have to stick to that, or I might have to size up so that I can layer properly. But when it came to the only new coat, I really had to size down, so I got size medium. But for this coat I had to size down twice. That means I got an extra small. So this is really an oversized coat, because the size small, when I got size small, that was also like really bulky and it did not look quite good on me. So with extra small as well, I am easily able to layer it and without any hassle or without looking quite bulky, so which is great, but just something to keep in mind. The main reason why I was attracted to this coat is because of the color. The color is eclair brown and I cannot tell you how beautiful this color looks. It's not, you know, quite brown, not quite camel. It's kind of in between. I mean, it's not at all camel, not at all, but you know, it's kind of in between and looks more on the neutral side. So if you are not someone who is a huge fan of camel coats, which I'm quite not, so you can definitely, you know, wear this and you can rock them very beautifully because they are a beautiful coat. So this one is also a long wool coat, and again for me it's kind of like a full length coat, which I love, and it also has drop shoulder with label design and 2 pockets in the front. And now with this coat, it is a double breasted coat, which means it has more than 2 buttons in the front, which will help you to, you know, secure your coat properly and keep you extra warm. And it also has an extra button inside the coat, which will help you to secure your coat properly. Now, similar to the only coat, the sleeve of this coat is also really great. It's not extra long, so that you do not have to, like, you know, you are not forced to, you know, alter them or pull them up. You can definitely pull this look very well. And it also has a pocket inside, which again is great and something that I always prefer to have when it comes to wool coats. So this coat is tailored with recamel wool, which means it's recycled camel hair and virgin wool with a luxuriously soft and textured feel. It is sourced from a premier Italian mill and made with reverso, that is camel hair re-engineered from recycled material. So basically it consists of 75% of camel hair and 21% of virgin wool. And this coat is going to help you stay warm up to -20 degrees Celsius or -4 degrees Fahrenheit, which is absolutely amazing. I have to say that this year they have come up with so many beautiful colors. I mean, you know, it was kind of difficult for me to decide which color I wanted, but yeah, each and every color is so beautiful, so amazing. And if you really want some statement colors, you can find them as well for the slouch coats. One more thing that I found very interesting in the slouch coat is that they do have a button near your neck, so that, you know, when it's really cold outside and you want to cuddle up, you can definitely secure your coat with that button, and it's going to keep you warm from neck to below. So now let's keep both of them side by side and see how many difference are we able to find, and at the end let's see which one is really worth buying, if any. So now let's look at the first easy difference, that is the color. The color of the only coat is burnt cedar color, and for the slouch coat it is brown eclair color. And also you can find a variety of colors for the slouch coat, but there's kind of a limited color options for the only coat. Now when it comes to sizing, you may have to size down. For example, I'm kind of medium, but I had to size down to small for the only coat. But for slouch coat, you might have to double it down, like I am medium again and I had to get extra small for that. Now when it comes to overall length, there is not much of a difference between both, but if you look at the overall silhouette, it kind of has a bit of a different look. Not much, but again when you wear it, you can definitely feel the difference between both of them. Now if you look at the button structure, the only coat is a single breasted coat, whereas the slouch coat is a double breasted coat. And one more difference is that the slouch coat has an extra button on the inside, which will help you to secure your coat even more properly, but the only coat doesn't have any button on the inside. And I guess because of this reason, when you compare the label design of both coats, the only coat is more open as compared to the slouch coat. And also the slouch coat also has an extra button or a button near the neck, so that, you know, if it's really cold outside, you can use that button and secure your coat properly, which will help you to stay warm from neck through bottom. Now when it comes to the material of the coat, the only coat consists of 78% of virgin wool and is 21% of cashmere. But on the other side, for the slouch coat, it consists of 71% of recycled camel hair and 21% of virgin wool. Now when it comes to the warmth of the coat, the only coat will help you stay warm up to -10 degrees Celsius or 14 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas for the Slouch coat it will deliver warmth up to -20 degrees Celsius or -4 degrees Fahrenheit. And lastly, the other difference is that the only coat costs around 350 Canadian dollar and the Slouch coat costs around 398 Canadian dollar. Now overall, I feel that both of the coats are amazing in their own way and they're both beautiful, and both of them are going to help you stay warm. Now if you really want to think about what kind of coat you want to buy, I would say if you live in a place where it's not really that cold, or you are someone who doesn't feel that cold, or you are someone who does not have to walk a lot, or stay in that windy area, then I would say go for the only coat, because yes, it is going to help you stay warm up to -10 degrees Celsius. Also, you can save up to $50, which is a lot of money. So I would suggest you go get that. But if you are someone who is going to have to walk a lot, or kind of feels cold like me, then I would suggest that stick to the Slouch coat. And from my personal experience, I also have another Slouch coat from last year, and I cannot tell you how amazing they are when it comes to protecting for that cold days. But again, they are like 398 Canadian dollars, so just something to be mindful of. But you just want to be on the safer side, and you do not want to take any risk or something, then stick to the Slouch coat. But if you know yourself and you know that you are not that cold all the time, then save that $50. So it's again up to you, and again up to your priorities and requirements, and see what works for you. And overall, I love both of them, and I wish I could keep both, but unfortunately I cannot. So yes, this was it for today's video, and if you did enjoy this video, do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts about these Aritzia coats, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.